Hey y'all, it's the Kentucky Renaissance Man. Today we are looking at this Roxor. We are going to be building a bumper for the back of this thing. I'm in my metal shop and mechanic shop, and we're fabbing up a bumper for the Roxor. When we bought this thing a few months ago, it's basically a build-to-suit kind of a machine. A receiver hitch, it doesn't have D-rings, it doesn't have anything like that from the factory. It is basically just a raw bumper, you see that? So anyway, we are building a receiver hitch bumper. I'm gonna put a couple D-rings on it for pulling stuff out of the mud, or pulling it out of the mud, and eventually I will build one for the front. We'll do that some other time. I'm gonna build one with a winch and everything on the front. But this is a 2022 model Roxor, Mahindra Roxor. Anyway, it is an awesome little machine. I haven't put locking hubs and lockers on the rear end and that kind of stuff yet, so it does go into four-wheel drive, but it works like an old-fashioned pickup truck in four-wheel drive, since it doesn't have locking differential, but it will soon. Anyway, we're working on that today, and also the watering trailer for the sheep. Has never had a jack on it. We've always just picked it up, but we found that when it's half full of water, it's really heavy, so, and kind of cumbersome for the kids to be able to hook it up. So we're gonna put a jack on it. And then also we have a little trailer that when we started hauling sheep, we modified a little landscape trailer to make a sheep hauling trailer for 6 or 8 lambs at a time. But now we have a nice cattle trailer that we bought, so we're gonna whack it down and make it into a firewood trailer to pull behind the Roxor. So anyway, I don't know if I'll wrap all that into one video or 2 or 3 different ones, but y'all stay tuned, it's gonna be fun. We've got this receiver piece that we're going to use, and we want the ball hitch to be flush with the bottom of that. So this is about where the height we want, and we've got 4-inch tubing, so that'll work. And then we can actually be back here, but we've got 5 inches of metal anyway, and that's 5 inches, so we're going to be setting up like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some pieces of 3x6 tubing and turn them sideways. We're going to bolt one on here, one there, then we'll weld our bumper on. We'll weld that to the bottom of it, and then we'll be able to put some D-rings on here on the side of it. So let's start by cutting 3x6 tube pieces. So I've got some 3x6 right here, and measure out some 3-inch pieces. And I've got my metal saw set up. So this right here, we'll have to grind off and clean up. But basically, we're going to bolt these, drill some holes. We're going to tap holes right here and bolt 3 of those on here, here, and here. And then we'll weld our tube on the outside of it, and that'll come up underneath of it. We've got these disc flap pads. They're awesome for this kind of stuff. This is general cleanup. Those to reach in from the back side with our paint marker, be able to, we're going to flush these up. We want to bolt them on first, then we'll tack our bumper on where it goes. We're going to mark this as up on the left. Push it up to the top. So there's some holes right up in here. These are our bolt holes, so we'll mark them from the inside. That'll give us this, and then from here, we'll mark up and right on that one. Do that. Now, I'll do just run this line here. And that line there. Now we need 4 holes. Here, 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 and there. Drill into that one. Brake part's cleaner. Quick oil remover. Now we're in the inner sanctum where we got all of our bolts we keep. When you've got a farm and construction business, it's good to keep an inventory of stuff when you're working on something, so that you always got the parts you need, hopefully. And one extra. We'll hit some nuts here. 2, 4, 6, 8. And 2 of them. Alright. And then always keep all your extra old jars here. So when you've got a project, you can just grab stuff and go. Alright, come on. Here on the back of the Roxor, it has a whole bunch of holes you can see that are just perforated everywhere, and there's some patterns, like there's 4 in the middle, 4 again. So I chose 4 sets of holes, 2 sets with 3, 2 sets with 4, and that's what we are going to use. They were some metric size, so I reamed them out for 3/8 bolts, and then we put the bolts in first, and then drew patterns on our steel blocks right here, and you can see where the holes are all drilled. So I bolted those to the Roxor first, then I tacked this 2x4 bumper on, and right now I'm just welding some ends on it, and this receiver draw tie, or this receiver that I picked up at TSC. And so this thing's pretty hot right now, but I'll roll it upside down. So this is upside down. So that is how it's going to set. So the back bumper will just be smooth with a couple of D-rings on here, and then the receiver hitch coming out with chains on there, and then these spacers will be what bolts on. And eventually we're going to build us a tailgate. I hate that tailgate on the back of the Roxor that swings out. It's kind of cool from one perspective. If you're just opening it up, want to slide something in, you can walk right up to the bed and you can actually reach all the way to the front. But you can't drive with the tailgate open without tearing something up. And if you load something in it, it has to be perfectly loaded in. The hitch or the latch and everything is on the inside. This release is here. Anyway, it's just not a real sturdy built deal. So I think I'm gonna use these hinges because they're really heavy duty, and then we'll figure out how to make a tailgate. And I may make the tailgate open screen wire. I'm going back and forth between diamond plate and open screen wire. I thought about doing aluminum diamond plate on the inside, just so that when you put the tailgate down, you have something kind of coarse and rough. But then I thought I might just do steel and put this rhino liner type spray that we have on the inside on the tailgate also, so you can use the tailgate to sharpen your chainsaw and that kind of stuff. So that's the thought right now, but today we're not doing the tailgate, we're just working on the bumper. Alright y'all, I got the bumper done, the D-rings on, ground the corners, painted them up. Those are like 3.5, 4-inch D-rings. Got a hitch, receiver hitch, and spools on there. It's all painted up. And then we replaced the nose on the front of this old trailer, so we'd have a firewood trailer, hay trailer for the Roxor.